In the dead of night, a figure whispers urgently to the audience, eyes wide with terror. A monstrous shadow looms, casting a pall over the scene. A deafening roar shatters the silence, amplifying the impending doom. Okay, so I may have just unleashed the scariest monster in town. But hear me out, it wasn't my fault. Desperation colors every word as excuses spill out. A desperate attempt to justify the unthinkable. A dreamy white swirl fills the screen, a transition to a forgotten past. Dust motes dance in the faint light of the attic as a mysterious box emerges from the shadows. The box pulses with an ethereal glow, casting an otherworldly light that pierces the gloom. It all started when I found this weird, glowing box in the attic. A voice echoes, hinting at the mysteries to come. And of course, I touched it. The touch, a fateful moment, marks the beginning of an unforeseen journey. Inside the dusty attic, I cautiously open an old box. A blinding flash of light erupts, momentarily filling the attic. With the burst of air, a tiny, goofy monster materializes. Ow. You're kinda cute. The attic groans under immense strain, as the very structure of the house seems to protest. A monstrous sneeze erupts like thunder, shaking everything. The monster visibly expands, doubling in size. The attic struggles to contain the growing behemoth. A monstrous figure looms over the town street, its shadow lengthening. Its hunger intensifies, consuming anything in its path. With each gulp, its form swells, becoming more formidable. A fiery belch erupts, announcing its growing power and threat. Chaos erupts on a busy town street as I dart frantically among bewildered pedestrians. People dive headlong into mailboxes and trash cans, creating a scene of comical panic. Cars honk incessantly, their drivers' faces etched with confusion and slight amusement. Sirens blare in the distance, intensifying the cacophony as I exclaim, "Why is this always happening to me?" The street spirals into a symphony of absurdity as the world seems to turn against me. The town square is bathed in an ominous shadow, cast by a colossal monster looming above. I stand frozen, staring upwards as a terrible realization dawns. Wait. The box. Desperation colors my voice as I exclaim, "Maybe it wasn't treasure, it was a trap." The monster's shadow darkens, sealing our fate in the square. In the silent, dust-laden attic, a single ray of sunlight pierces through, illuminating an ominous wooden box. The faded warning on the box is a stark omen. Do not open unless you want big trouble. Why do I never read instructions? Sunlight streams into the attic, highlighting the dust particles dancing around the ominous box. The attic holds its breath, awaiting the consequences of a fateful decision. In the heart of the town square, a colossal monster towers, its shadow consuming everything in an instant. The ground quakes violently as the monster unleashes a deafening roar, shaking the very foundations of the town. Buildings teeter on the brink of collapse, their structures groaning under the immense force. Amidst the chaos, I stare defiantly at the monster, a glimmer of hope igniting within me as I whisper, "If sneezes make you bigger, maybe laughter makes you smaller?" In the heart of the town square, a playful dance begins as I approach the monster with a feather. With a gentle touch, I tickle the monster with the feather. The monster giggles, its laughter echoing through the square, creating a light-hearted moment. The feather dances lightly against the monster's skin, enhancing the joyous interaction. The town square is filled with laughter as the monster responds to the feather's playful touch. The bustling town square is alive with activity. In a sudden, comical mishap, a foot finds a slippery fate. A moment of balance lost, a descent begins. The inevitable happens amidst the square's oblivious hustle. In the heart of the town square, a monster throws its head back, unleashing a thunderous bellow of laughter that echoes through the surroundings. With each booming guffaw, the monster visibly shrinks, its massive form diminishing before the eyes of onlookers. The square fills with the sound of its mirth, each burst causing it to dwindle further, its outline wavering. Smaller and smaller it becomes, the laughter acting as a strange catalyst for its own reduction. The echoes of laughter fade as the monster continues shrinking. Standing in the town square, a wave of relief washes over me as I watches the scene unfold. A wide grin spreads across my face as joy fills my heart. I exclaim with glee, "Yes! Keep laughing, big guy." My voice rising with excitement, I urge, "Shrink, shrink, shrink." I am standing still, watching the culmination of the unfolding scene. In the attic's dim light, the monster shrinks back to its harmless form. I move quickly, retrieving the box that hums with a soft, inner light. Gently, I cradle the diminutive creature in my hands, preparing to return it to its container. With careful precision, I place the monster back inside the luminous box. The box glows brighter as the monster settles inside, its transformation complete. Gasping for air, I am surrounded by swirling dust motes in the dim light of the cluttered attic. Cobwebs drape forgotten furniture, each strand glistening in the light. I am surrounded by boxes overflowing with untold stories best left undisturbed. With a sigh of relief, I mutter, "Okay, problem solved. Definitely never opening that again." Dust motes dance in the lone sunbeams, piercing the gloom of the forgotten attic. A mysterious, glowing object pulses with an ominous hum. A voice echoes from the darkness, questioning reality. Or is it? The screen fades to black, leaving only the echo of uncertainty.